And I am recording this meeting for parents that aren't able to join us. This recording will be shared with them. Okay, sorry, it was transcribing. I had to shut that off. And we haven't done introductions. I know that you met us on the slideshow presentation that Mrs. Upel just did for the main session, but Mrs. Reed is going to be monitoring the chat. So if at any time you have questions for our 7th grade team, please feel free to put your question in the chat, and Mrs. Reed will definitely let us know so that if we have an answer, we can definitely respond to it for you. But thank you for being here. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you. Is that not working, guys?
Just your team's calendar is on.
Okay, I'm going to try this again. Sorry. Okay. Welcome to Baird Virtual Orientation. And welcome to Baird Middle School. We are very excited to have you join us. This screen right here is has all of the 7th grade team teachers listed, and it has our content area listed, as well as a way for you to email us and get a hold of us. So if you would like to take a picture of this, or the recording will be available to you as well. But just so you know who you were contacting and how you can reach us. And you are also welcome to call the school at any time that you need to. I am Marty Pettischica. I am the math teacher here at Baird. Does anyone else want to introduce themselves?
I'm Mary Jansen. I'm the world history and geography teacher.
I am Rakton Fasutsi. I am the 7th grade science teacher.
I'm Willow Reed. I'm the 7th grade English teacher.
I'm Jeannie Sawali. I'm a 7th grade physical education teacher.
Fantastic. Thank you, team. Like I previously mentioned, I am Marty Pettischica. I am the 7th grade math teacher on campus, and my email is listed on this screen for you. Just a few things to know about me, and I will share my next screen. I am the 7th grade team lead. So anytime you need to contact me, feel free. We discuss everything together as a team, and so we are happy to just work with you and hope for the best success for your student. We want all of our students to be successful here at Baird. Whoops. I am the 7th grade accelerated math and math 7 teacher. So I am the only teacher on the 7th grade team that has the 2 different preps for grade level math. And I am also the yearbook advisor. I have worked in Fresno Unified for 9 years, and all 9 years I have been lucky enough to be here at Baird. So next year will be my 10th year, and just excited to work together with you.
Hey, I'm Willow Reed. I'm the 7th grade English language arts teacher. I have been at Baird. Next year will be my 12th year at Baird. My oldest son has come through Baird and he'll be a junior in high school next year. And then my younger son will actually be a 7th grader. So we will all have the delightful experience of having Henry in our classes. So I love Baird. I feel like I've been here forever, and I'm such a fan of the school that I have brought my own children here. It's a really wonderful place. The mosaic is true. It's a magical place where children thrive. And I teach 7th grade English language arts. I'm the lead teacher for English language arts. I am the academic pentathlon coach. So next year our topic is the American Revolution. It should be really exciting. That's a block 8 elective that I do in quarter 2 and quarter 3 for kids who want to go really deep with academic pentathlon. And I'm a club advisor this year for Pride and 10,000 Step Club. And now that we are able to not have masks in the classroom, I also have a lunchtime reading club called Read with Reed. And then I'm on the Fresno Unified Assessment Committee, looking at grading policies and assessment across the district. So I try to stay active and involved in the district as well as at Baird.
Thank you, Mrs. Reed.
So I'm Mrs. Jansen. I'm the world history and geography teacher at Baird. I'm just finishing my first year at Baird, coming from Duncan High School before. Then I was the history coordinator at Fresno Unified and history people at Fresno County Office of Ed, and started teaching at Central. So I've been teaching since 1999, and this is my 9th year in Fresno Unified. So next year, we're going to start an Intro to Ethnic Studies class here at Baird to prepare students for the Ethnic Studies class they have to take in high school to graduate. It's a new graduation requirement in Fresno Unified and for the state of California in a few years. So I'm super excited to be here, and I'm happy to meet all of you next year.
Thank you, Mrs. Jansen.
Hi, I am Mr. Pasuzzi. I am the 7th grade science teacher this fall. I'm finishing up my first year at Awani Middle School, so Baird will be my 2nd year of teaching. However, prior to this, I've been working at Baird since like 2011 until like the pandemic. So I've been at Baird for a while too.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, Science Olympiad, forgot that.
Thank you, Mr. Presuzzi.
Like I stated previously, I am Jeannie Sawali, 7th grade physical education teacher at Baird now. And this will be my first year at Baird. I've been in the district since 2010, and most of my time has been at Gaston Middle School, but in the fall I will be starting as 7th grade physical education, which is my content that I've been teaching since 2010. And I will be the JV girls soccer coach. I know that. I may be filling in for other sports as well, but as far as I know, so far I'm signed up for JV girls soccer. And then also, these are the clubs that I've been involved with previously: Martial Arts Performance Club, FCA, and soccer. So I will look forward to possibly getting those started at Baird.
Fantastic. Thank you, Mrs. Sawali.
Thank you.
If you have any questions for any of us, I will be monitoring the chat.
And I just posted the link. So it's the link they talked about in the main meeting that you need to fill out for attendance and proof that you were here. So go ahead and click that link when you're ready to fill out that forms.
I'm typing, but I could have just unmuted. So for choosing an elective, our academic counselor will contact you, Mrs. Navarro, and go over the options with you, and you'll select. I think our students here do a paper form, but for our new 7th graders, that will happen through our academic counselor. Block 8 students pick at the end of every quarter, or for quarter 1 at the very beginning of quarter 1. So they'll get some information about all of their options, and then we have a day when we go online and register. Oh, wonderful. We're getting a sibling of Baird kids we've had before. Who are your older kids? We love getting siblings. It's so much fun.
That's fantastic.
Oh, how are they doing? Damien and Genevieve. Oh my goodness, the dimples. We're getting another one of your beautiful children. Damien is graduated a while ago, yes? Oh, nice to meet you virtually. We'll look forward to seeing you next year.
Oh, Emily's.
Emily is wonderful.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, Genevieve is at San Jose State. So far away. She's so grown up. I can't believe it. I still have a book in my classroom library that she donated. Oh, that's a great question. We have a lot of different supports in place, and it just depends on what kind of support your student needs. So if it's academic support, we're usually available in the mornings for that little 20-minute window of time called academic support time, when students can come in with specific questions about our classes. But if we need more structured and ongoing support, we have the after-school tutorial we can recommend your student for, and then they get daily support after school. So I hope that answers your question.
So academic support time is normally from 8:50 to 9:10, and that is the 20 minutes before school that students can go into any classroom and ask questions and get help that they need. Keep in mind that there is one day a week that our staff will have yard duty or supervision duty. And so some teachers' classrooms might be closed if they have morning supervision on a certain day. But for the most part, they can go in during those 20 minutes, 8:50 to 9:10 a.m.
That's a great question about the after school tutorial. I think parent request is honored, but also usually you contact us and then we contact them. So we can put in a request on your behalf. We just always want to make sure that we're serving the students who need the support first. And then, we have kind of the tiers of how much support they need. And so we want to make sure that our students who are really struggling get it first, but we do usually have space for everyone who needs it. The workload can get kind of intense sometimes at the end of a quarter. We do, we do our best to coordinate, but there are always going to be finals and big essays at the end of a quarter. What we do very well is give the kids a lot of advance notice when things are coming up and break things into chunks. So they shouldn't have to do like a gigantic project the night before, because they've usually known about it for 3 or 4 weeks and they've had lots of opportunities in class to do the pieces. So only the most advanced procrastinator would end up having something to do a huge project the night before. So we do try to give them plenty of lead time and plenty of support in school. Yes. Also, we are not this year giving summer homework, but in the past we have. And I do highly, highly recommend that incoming 7th graders read 1 or 2 books over the summer, anything they want, just something they will enjoy. But just, every year we all shake our heads at that summer slide that seems to happen. And it seems like if students read a little over the summer and keep their brains engaged, it's very, very helpful. So I strongly recommend take them to the library, let them find something that looks really fun and interesting. And I think students are able to also access the Fresno Unified Virtual Library all summer long. That's called Aura. So.
There's also summer school at Baird, the first 3 weeks of summer that you can sign up for. And Ms. Pershikin knows more about that.
Absolutely. So if your student has not received an invitation, feel free to contact the office and sign your student up. It will be from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Monday through, actually, we will be starting on Tuesday, June 14th, I believe. I think I might be getting yes, it'll be Tuesday the 14th, and that will go until Friday, July 1st. So it's going to be a camp-like setting. Mr. Persuzzi and I will both be here for summer school. We will be working with Minds for Math, and there will also be an ELA component to that. But we will definitely be taking a field trip. We will have barbecues. There's an inflatable day, as well as learning and just reinforcing some concepts that we want students to concentrate on.
So we have a few new questions. So the 1 hour binder organization. So I think they said plan for about 15 minutes of backpack and binder organization a night. And that's just especially at the beginning of the school year and for our new students to Baird, acclimating to using their agendas and keeping their work in the right section of their binder. I mean, as a mom of boys, I know I've unzipped their backpacks and it's just like, unspeakable. But we try to help them and support them with that. If they need a little help, Mr. Magana, our elective teacher, is wonderful about doing what we call binder boot camp and just bringing them in and taking everything out and putting it in stacks and putting it all back in the right way. So we give them a lot of support, but a little maintenance, 10 to 15 minutes a day at home, especially in quarter 1, is really encouraged. And then as far as the question about new 7th graders acclimating, we had a lot of new 7th graders this year. And of course, everyone was reacclimating to being back in school, but in general, it takes a few weeks to get used to it. It's that big jump from having one teacher in a self-contained room to, being at a school with a lot of different teachers, but they usually acclimate pretty quickly. Yes. You're welcome. We look forward to meeting you. Yeah, well,
Yes,
I don't know if they'll, okay, in the recording or just.
Yes, I think we'll be sharing all of that with you. Are there any other questions that you have for us?
Oh, yes. So fifth graders will be part of the wheel, and 7th graders do pick one elective for the whole year. So you have the option to go with the technology elective, the ag elective, and now that all of our construction is finished on campus, we have a beautiful, just raised beds and a beautiful ag department. So there's that, and then Spanish for native speakers and also Spanish for high school credit. That is a wonderful idea. Check in with the office and just let them know what the procedure is. I believe the papers are going home with students who are currently enrolled at Baird this week. So now is a perfect time to call. Do you need the phone number for the office? I'm going to just type it into the chat in case you do.
Thank you, Mrs. Reed. Same time we pick block 8. Your block 8 will probably not be chosen until the beginning of school, maybe the first or second week. But your electives will be chosen ahead of time. I think you'll do an elective ranking, your top, your first choice, second choice, third choice, and they will just go down the list and when they're making the schedule. So your year-long elective will be chosen prior to your Block 8 class.
And for students who have been in dual immersion, I mean, what an amazing program. And they would definitely be in the Spanish for native speakers, but that's also a high school credit class. So I kind of misspoke when I made it seem like either or. So we have Spanish for native speakers for high school credit, and we have just Spanish 1 and Spanish 2 for non-native speakers also for high school credit. Yes. You're very welcome. We're really looking forward to meeting you all. Thank you. You too. All right. Any other questions? Feel free to email us, call the office. We are several of us parents, so we know how nerve-wracking it is to send your student to a new school, and we all are just ready to love your kids. We can't wait to meet them.
Thank you so much for joining us. We will see you. Oh, the link again. Mrs. Jansen, would you mind putting the link again for the form? Thank you so much. Thank you for joining us. We look forward to meeting you in August. Bye, guys.
Good night.